Hey guys, Dave here with
Dave.
the Average Days Movie and TV Talk. Dave, I'm Dave.
Dave.
We have a special guest today.
Not Dave.
Haley, not Dave.
Not Dave.
Today we're going to jump right into our topic of the week because we have a special guest which will take up a little bit more time. And next week when we get done with this one here, we'll say what we're doing for next week's video.
Yeah, we were going to talk about a few things. I watched some wonderful things this week. The Acolyte, watched that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That was worth talking about. I watched Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, right? That was, I hope they're done with them.
The Boys.
And I did watch The Boys. It was season 4.
So next week, we're going to do a review of all those shows. I'm hoping to maybe get to see Deadpool Wolverine maybe this week. Maybe. Initial things are it's like at 80.
It comes out at the 27th.
Yeah, I might go maybe see that while I'm down in Jersey next week. Yeah. If not, probably definitely the week after. I know you know how I feel about Disney, but they're getting my money here.
I want to see it on a nice screen.
Right there's a nice thing about it if I do go in Jersey because there are IMAX theaters all over the place.
That's what I wish we had around here is an IMAX theater.
Yeah, well,
Haley, when you talk, make sure you talk into the mic, okay? All right. So
we're very professional here.
Our main topic this week is our top 10 animated movies.
We didn't necessarily do them in order. We just we just kind of threw them out there.
Right. I mean, animation's been around since what is it? Pretty much 1938 with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Even before that, I believe
there was one before. I can't remember it. I don't remember its name, but. They have been around a while, but Snow White's the one that really pushed it into the limelight.
Actually, somebody has that.
It's a movie.
Yeah, it's an excellent movie, and now they're going to ruin it with Disney's remake of it.
Yeah, well,
I know.
Disney.
We won't get into it. Actually, we will get into that one day about
I have
bad
to be G
remakes.
Today. I have to be G today.
Yeah, but we'll get into an actual episode someday with just bad remakes, and there could be a ton of them just off Disney.
It'll be 10 Disney movies.
Yeah. All right. So again, our top 10 animated movies. We have 2 honorable mentions. We have our 10 movies. Haley has 1 honorable mention. So, Dave, if you want to get started, go ahead.
Me, Dave.
You, Dave.
Me, Dave. Okay. My first honorable mention, Dave. I went with. Excuse me, I'm talking.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. My first honorable mention, I went with Aladdin, 1992 Disney movie. A lot of these are Disney movies. They used to be so great.
Disney used to have great movies.
So great. They used to be anyway. In what was possibly the most iconic role in Robin Williams' amazing career, the genie is quite literally lightning in a bottle. I still remember the night I went to see this movie. I won't say what I did because there's children here, but it was a very memorable evening. And
it's a great movie.
It was a great movie.
Robin Williams was excellent.
I'm pretty sure for that movie, they just basically put Robin Williams in a sound booth for like a couple days and just let him do things and just had the animators just animate the genie for it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's like what they ended up doing because, I mean, he does so many impersonations and then
he was that's a
made that movie.
Tragic loss to the entertainment world was Robin Williams.
My second honorable mention, again, Disney, mid-90s, The Lion King. With an initial box office of $763 million, was the highest grossing film of 1994 and second of all time up until that point, behind only 1993's Jurassic Park. And it deserved it.
I would love to know if you adjusted for inflation now, what that movie would bring in.
I didn't look that up.
No, I would love to see that because that was massive. That's
$763 million for 30 years ago. Yeah, I mean, that's before Bidenomics.
Yeah. Well, you can't call it Bidenomics anymore. Now it's going to be Harrisnomics. God help us.
God help us. So those are my first 2. Okay. And again, I have more Disney on here. They use the Disney logo used to be the seal of quality.
Yeah.
It used to be an assurance that you were going to watch something great.
Yep. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Who's next?
All right. So my 2 honorable mentions there. The first one is The Transformers, the movie. From 1986, Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime, who one of those voices that is Optimus Prime.
Oh yeah.
That's actually where I fell in love. Granted, this was my senior year in high school when it came out, and I fell in love with the Transformers with that movie.
The Transformers, the movie.
Yep, that one. The ones that they did here, Mark Wahlberg and stuff.
It was like darker.
Yeah, well, it was dark.
And
Again, it's a kids movie.
Yeah. Well, kids movies in the 80s were great.
But I mean, great. I mean, you had Casey Kasem was a voice. Judd Nelson was a voice.
Orson Welles.
Yeah, Orson Welles.
Orson Welles was in there.
Great movie. My number 2 for honorable mention is Rise of the Guardians from 2012. Chris Pine, Alec Baldwin, Jude Law, Hugh Jackman. Have you seen it, Rise of the Guardians?
I don't even really remember this movie.
So good. It's kind of
check it out.
Great take on a version of Santa Claus, Jack Frost, the Easter Bunny,
Okay.
Sandman,
movie.
and Nightmare. And you love that movie, don't you?
Yeah, no, I've never seen it.
That's a really
I'll have to check
good,
it out. I mean, it's not like there's a lot of good movies coming out these days.
It's an animated movie that's pushed towards kids, but it's also got adult stuff in it, just like Shrek.
Well,
Adult and kid stuff.
that's how good animated movies used to be.
right.
There used to be stuff in there for both age groups to enjoy.
So what's your first honorable mention?
And it's Adam's Family 2 from, the date is 2021.
Yeah, that's the Addams Family 2. You like that one better than the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you see that with your brother or
I seen them my whole family.
the whole family? Yeah. But you like that movie, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the real life Addams Family movies?
No.
Really?
Well, you know what?
You are in
You
for
and
a treat
Grampy,
then,
we'll try to go
because they
home
are
tonight
good.
and try to find it. Even though we're camping, we'll try to come up with to watch the Addams Family. We'll actually show you the first Addams Family TV show. Then we'll show you some of the movies, and you'll see where they got it from. Okay?
Yeah, you were. I just recently watched them. Maybe within the past year.
No.
So good. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You want me to go? All right. Cool. Number 10. I went with Finding Nemo, 2003, Disney Pixar. It was the second highest grossing film of 2003, behind only The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Introduced us to Marlin and Dory and their adventure to P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney, to rescue little Harpo.
So good.
When I first saw that movie, I loved Dory. Like, how could you not?
Yeah.
She was so
I
dang
loved her
charming.
in that one. But Finding Dory,
Yeah, Finding Dory, I know I've seen it and I completely forget it.
Yeah.
It wasn't nearly as good.
and the animation in that was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Underwater, everything that they did with the colors and it was
Yeah,
great.
it was beautiful. That movie took the world by storm, and I can see why. My number 9 is Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust, 2000, Urban Vision Entertainment. Based on the book Demon Death Chase by Hideki Kikuchi. D is a half-human, half-vampire hunter who is hired to save a wealthy man's daughter who has been abducted by a vampire. This movie is my favorite novel series of all time is the Vampire Hunter D novels. I'm pretty sure I've read like the first 21. I just love the world, the setting. Takes place in the distant future in a post-apocalyptic frontier, they call it, where there are nobles who are the vampires, and there are classes of hunters, and the highest class of hunter hunt vampires.
Yeah, you showed me the trailer, and I have yet to watch it, but that is on my
The animation
watch
is
list.
spectacular.
Yeah, I have to watch it, and I love anything to do with vampires, anyway. So
Well, then you would really enjoy
Yeah.
this. But great movie based on a great book. And it seems like a lot of the best entertainment we get these days comes out of Japan.
Japan,
Especially with, movie Godzilla -1 this year.
Godzilla -1.
Every good video
Great
game
movie.
that comes out now, because, the Western developers don't make anything anymore.
Yeah. Godzilla -1 is one of the best Godzilla movies to be made, period.
Still haven't watched it. I watched all the other monster movies recently, and
But the Japanese have always known how to do animation.
well, I'm gonna watch it. I'm waiting for my nephew.
But
to come
Godzilla
over.
-1, great movie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Okay.
That's all I got.
So my number 10 is Peter Pan from Walt Disney from 1953. To me, still the best Peter Pan movie made, period. I did like Hook.
Looks great.
Hook is great, but Peter Pan
Stars a genie.
they tell the story the way Peter Pan should be told. Mm-hmm. It is just everything. The Lost Boy, everything about it is just great.
Captain Hook was hysterical.
Yeah, and for 1953, again, the animation they're ahead of themselves. Mm-hmm. That's when Disney they were ahead of themselves in making stuff for how the quality.
Disney is one of the companies that built America, and it was their great animated movies, which drew people into their amazing theme parks.
I mean, you're going to see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 Disney movies in my.
Only 4, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what I got.
So again, that was Peter Pan.
There's Disney.
My next one, another Disney movie, Robin Hood from 1973.
Whoa.
Again, to me, the best Robin Hood movie ever made. There's all the other ones to me have been major disappointments. Was it Robin Hood, the Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner?
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Then that one with Charlie Hunnam. That was their version of it.
No, wait. He was in a King Arthur movie.
King Arthur.
Oh, you're thinking of Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Look, it had major flaws. But I still enjoyed it.
They told the story of Robin Hood the way the books are.
Okay. Yeah.
It's Brian Bedford, Peter Ustinov as the voice. One old actor who's passed away. Roger Miller, country singer. Good movie.
Very good movie.
What's your next one? Number 10?
My top 10 movie is Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch?
Lilo and the Stitch, 2002.
Yeah. Now, is that the one where he sings like Elvis?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I've never seen Lilo and Stitch.
What?
That was good.
Yeah, sorry, I've never seen it.
Yeah, he's like a little alien, and then there's these like cop aliens that are trying to catch him, and they're just goofballs.
So should I watch it?
Yeah.
You want to watch it with me before you go back to Florida?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your next one? What?
I said it's pretty good.
What's your next one?
My next one is A Little Mermaid, 1989.
Yeah. That's actually
Really good movie.
a very good movie. Great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the new one better.
Oh, Haley. Well, you know what? It's your opinion, so
Yep. Your opinion wrong.
But that's good. Yeah, I love Little Mermaid. It's actually, it's not my top 10, but it's a good movie.
It's a very
That's
good movie.
before they started going downhill. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but good job there, Lilo and Stitch and Little Mermaid. Awesome.
I like them both.
Yep.
For me, number 8, I went with The Incredibles, Disney Pixar, featuring the voice talents of Craig T. Nelson, Holly Hunter, Jason Lee, and of course, Samuel L. Jackson.
The man, the myth.
Follows the Pars, a family of superheroes as they try and stop Syndrome and his Omnidroid after superheroes have been outlawed. You've said it before. It's the best telling of what?
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
We have not had anything come close to telling a Fantastic Four story like The Incredibles did.
Excellent movie. Humor in there for the kids. Humor in there for the adults. Early 2000s or really mid 2000s, Disney Pixar, they were at their peak.
Yeah.
They were fantastic.
I've actually had people ask me why I say that about Fantastic Four. All you have to do is Mr. Incredible is the Thing. Mm-hmm. Elastigirl is Mr. Fantastic. Mm-hmm. What's the boy's name?
Dash.
Yeah, he's actually a Human Torch. Mm-hmm. And then the girl is Invisible Girl.
Yeah.
That is the Fantastic Four.
Yep. My number...
Jack.
What?
Jack has powers.
Jack.
Well,
Actually,
he has like all kinds of powers.
Yeah, but Jack in number 2 when he has the fight with the raccoon is still one of the best parts.
It's still like number 2 wasn't nearly as good, but that scene was really good. My number 7, and this one just holds a special place in my heart, The Emperor's New Groove. 2000, Disney. Patrick Warburton as the Kronk is a show stealer. He is hysterical. It also features John Goodman as Pacha, David Spade as Cusco, and Eartha Kitt as Yzma.
Eartha Kitt.
such a funny movie. Just,
Never much got into that movie.
oh, it's so good.
When you first told me that was one of
love
your favorite animated, I'm like, really?
Crunk.
Yeah.
Crunk.
So my number 8 is Heavy Metal from 1981. I can't even go into the. I mean, it had John Candy, Eugene Levy, Harvey Atkins. It was all lots. I mean, ton of voice, big actors that were just coming out in the early 80s, lending their voice to it. It's I guess 5 short stories, all based in the future or the past, and it's just.
So wait, it's not one movie. It's 5 little.
It's like 5 short stories, which all at the end tie into one, which is kind of weird. But you got to watch it.
I've never seen it. I've seen Heavy Metal 2000.
Yeah,
because that was a new movie that came out when I was in high school.
It's okay.
I remember going to Sam Goody and seeing this Heavy Metal 2000 and it looking, pretty cool. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll check it out. I mean, some sci-fi movie.
It's all 5 short stories, and it's all about an orb that travels through time in different worlds, and that's how they're all kind of interconnected. But the soundtrack,
Is it a lot of heavy metal?
it's all about heavy metal.
Wow.
Judas Priest, Blue Oyster Cult, Saxon, you name it. It's in there from the late 70s, early 80s. Great movie. And my number 7, right? 10,
7,
8,
yes.
Yep, is Who Framed Roger Rabbit from 1988. Bob Hoskins, Christopher Lloyd. Some people are like, well, it's not animated. It's live. Well, no, it's not live. It's animated.
It's like 50% animated. Well, maybe 45.
It is an outstanding.
It's probably coming somewhere in
It's an outstanding movie.
my
The
list.
Toonville, everything about it, how the tunes act, kind of adultish. The rats that are the gang there. Do you ever watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, we saw Donald Duck and Daffy Duck.
Yeah,
Yep.
but did you?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that's right. There, yeah.
They were battling playing the pianos.
Yeah. I don't know who hasn't seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but if you haven't seen it, that's a must. That's a must.
Yeah.
And Jessica, what was the? I'm not bad. That's how I was
Yep. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn this way.
drawn that way or
Something
something
like that. I don't know. It's been a few years since I've seen it.
But it's great. I mean, it did look like. I mean, it's a little dated now, but back in the day when they were grabbing hold of the tunes, it actually looked like they were holding on to a tune. Or when the tunes were doing stuff, the cab, everything about that movie. Mm-hmm. They mixed the live action with the tune stuff perfect. It was a great movie.
It was a fun movie.
So, what's your next 2?
My next 2, my number 8 is Snow White, 1938.
Yeah.
Like on the end of the thing of the Snow White, like the prince kissed Snow White,
Yep.
and they pick up each other.
Yeah. You like that movie?
Yeah.
That's actually that's the first Disney animated film.
Yeah.
Right? I believe.
Was it? I think that came up before Fantasia.
And that is actually, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Good storytelling. Now they're going to ruin it.
Steamboat is the first Disney movie.
Yeah, but
What's that?
I think she said Steamboat Willie. Yeah.
Right.
but You mean feature length?
Right. Feature length.
I'm pretty sure.
Wow,
it
you
is
know
the
spell
first.
Steamboat Willie? Good job.
Are you looking forward to seeing the live action remake next year?
Hold on. Dave's asking you a question.
What?
Are you looking forward to seeing the live action remake last year? You seem to like them,
Yeah.
so you're going to go see it.
Yeah.
When it comes out? Oh.
Well, I don't know.
I do it down in Florida.
Some
Number
people like 'em.
7?
My number 7 is Moana, 2016. That's when my brother was born.
Never even seen it.
It's a good movie. It's actually not. That's with The Rock.
That is a rock, yeah. It's
they're
like the Pacific Islanders or something.
Yeah, the tattoos
I have
dance
no
on him.
idea what it's about.
Maui?
Now, yeah,
Is it a Pixar movie?
No.
No, that's Disney.
Okay.
That's Disney princesses.
Yeah, the island comes alive. They got the little coconut-looking creatures that chase them. They got the chicken that gets lost and gets caught all the time. But yeah, that's actually not a bad movie.
Not bad.
All right. My turn.
It is.
My number 6, I went with Howl's Moving Castle. 2004, Studio Ghibli. Written and directed by Hayao Mizikawa. Mizikawa. I don't know. I can't talk today. Yeah. Something like that. A young woman named Sophie is turned into an old woman by a witch. She then decides to leave home to try and find a way to break the curse, and finds her way to a magical flying castle owned by the wizard Hal. The Studio Ghibli movies are all available on Max, and it's honestly worth the subscription.
Not gonna watch them. I've never watched any of those.
They're really good, and they all have like superstar talents voicing them. It's like Hal is voiced by Christian Bale. Calcifer, the like demon that lives inside his castle, the little flame demon, it's not like a scary demon, is voiced by Billy Crystal. Like, they've got A-list talent on all of them.
Yeah. And that's what makes animation too. You have to have
Good talent. Yeah.
good voice actors.
Yep.
You have to.
My number 5, I went with Robin Hood, 1973, Disney. A retelling of the classic English folklore where all of the main characters are reimagined as animals. Robin Hood is a red fox, Little John is a brown bear, and Prince John is a scrawny lion.
Yep. And the thing about it back in them days, they reused their voice actors in numerous movies.
They were good.
Yeah, because you got the Jungle Book. Actually, the guy that played Little John did the voice of Baloo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they were good, like you said.
You know, you see that a lot. Like, you see a lot of the same actors appearing in Netflix stuff, the same actors appear in Amazon stuff.
Because if you're good at it, stick with it.
Yeah.
You know.
So, yep, there's my 6 and 5.
There you go. My next one is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse from 2018, starring Shameik Moore and Jake Johnson. This is Sony's take on the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse universe, where you have Miles Morales, who is a black Spider-Man. You have Jake Johnson playing Peter B. Parker, who
stole the movie.
he was great, but the animation is second to none.
It's different, but it's good.
It is different, but I think that's why I liked it so much. Mm-hmm. And the story's great. It had a great story.
It's got Peter B. Parker.
Gwen Stacy.
That's your favorite, right? It's Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, she's probably second to Peter
Spider
B. Parker.
Gwen, right?
Yeah, Spider Gwen.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is it is probably my second favorite Spider-Man movie, and that ranks right up there, probably in the top 10 if I was to do comic book movies.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah,
so what's your favorite Spider-Man movie?
Spider-Man 2.
I thought you never seen it.
No, I've seen them all. Spider-Man 2 is a great movie.
Excellent movie. It is
Across the Spider-Verse?
I've seen Across the Spider-Verse, but we're talking, you got Spider-Man, you got Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man 1, Amazing Spider-Man 2, Far From Home,
Homecoming.
Yeah, but I love Spider-Man 2. That is just a great movie.
Yep.
And so my next movie is The Lion King, 1994, starring one of the greatest voices in movie history, James Earl Jones. He's as Mufasa. Matthew Broderick. What's the kid's name from Home Alone there?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
Yeah. Then you had, who did Scar's voice?
I
meant to
Jeremy
Irons, who was excellent.
Very good. He's good in everything.
I mean, that you had Whoopi Goldberg in there before she went totally insane on The View as one of the hyenas, which they took out in the live action because what was the problem with it?
Racist?
Because they acted like Nazis. Remember, they had the whole flag thing and all that. They took that out of the live action.
I kind of remember that.
You know, couldn't have that. But The Lion King is one of the best animated movies of all time.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
Lion King 2 wasn't that good. The live version was horrible.
Why would you even watch it when you got this animated gem?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Thing with the Aladdin movie. I get there's people that are going to like them.
Yeah, I didn't mind the Aladdin redo. It wasn't bad. But it's hard to replace Robin. I mean, Robin
it's
Williams.
Impossible.
I mean, you can't. It's such a loss. It was such a loss when he did what he did.
Yep.
All right. So where are we at for you? Okay, number 6.
Number 6 of my top 10 anime movies is Frozen 2, 2019. That's when my baby sister came out.
And who's some of the characters in Frozen?
Elsa, Anna, Kristoff, Sven, Olaf.
Olaf. That's all I
Olaf's the
remember.
best. Isn't there a reindeer?
Sven.
Okay. I couldn't remember his name. Yeah.
I thought it was a horse.
No, it's like a reindeer, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
It is.
Yeah.
Because the
I've never
Yeah,
seen
he's got the
Frozen 2.
antlers. Yeah,
I've seen Frozen 1.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable.
Yeah. I like Frozen. But Frozen to me is right up there with Brave in that type thing. I love Brave, the movie Brave. That's a great movie.
Brave was fun.
Yeah.
Wait,
What's next?
Brave is like Vikings, right?
Yeah.
Are they? Yeah.
It's a Scottish
Yeah.
Scottish
So they weren't
tale with the bears where people change into the bear. And
So they weren't Vikings.
yeah. No. Well, the Scots, it's just,
They were like William Wallace's.
yeah. What's your number 5?
My number 5 of the top 10 anime movies is Hotel Transylvania 2, 2015.
You like that better than the first one?
Yeah.
See, I like the first one the best.
Those are the Adam Sandler movies, right?
What's that?
Those are the Adam Sandler movies, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Never seen
But the characters are great.
I like Dennis better and Mavis because I like the Mavis because she's a girl.
Who's the where? Isn't there a werewolf? One that's like a wolf, or am I thinking of a different movie?
No, no, you mean zombies? Zombies what?
No, I'm thinking of a different movie. Sorry. Didn't mean to take away your steam from that. So,
There's a wolf?
oh, that's right, the wolf. Yeah, the wolf. Sorry.
I would Mavis and Dennis because I like Dennis because he looks just like my baby brother.
He kind of does.
Like curly hair.
Yep. Hey, Dave.
My number 4 is Who Framed Roger Rabbit, 1988. You touched on most of it. Touchstone Pictures was actually owned by Disney. They just released it under their Touchstone Pictures label. Takes place in Los Angeles in the 1940s where toons from Toontown coexist with real people. Private detective Eddie Valent is hired to investigate if Roger Rabbit's wife Jessica is having an affair.
I love that.
Hey,
The tunes were just so good.
you know, like this movie again was like kid friendly for back then because it was like you know like the 1980s. But like Eddie Valent hated tunes because one of them dropped a piano on his brother, killing him.
yeah.
So it's like, you know, there's like darker themes in these movies.
It was actually a very dark movie, especially how they disposed of tunes.
Oh God, I'm pretty sure that traumatized me back as a 5-year-old. Yeah, it was that clown shoe that they like, you know, dipped in that.
They just hung it right there. They dipped that in there. Yeah.
My number 3.
What was that stuff called? Do you remember? They had the dip.
Yeah,
I think it was called the dip.
My number 3 is The Transformers, the movie. 1986, Sunbow Productions, Marvel Productions, before Disney, and Toei Animation feature-length film based on the Transformers TV show. A darker take where several of the main characters, including Optimus Prime, spoiler alert, are killed in the beginning, and the Autobots are forced into a desperate battle to stop Galvatron and Unicron. And it's like the movie starts off with this big battle between Optimus Prime and Megatron, and they're both mortally wounded. Optimus Prime dies. Megatron is left floating in space, and he's going to die until Unicron finds him and turns him into Galvatron. Yeah. And then he comes back and he kills Starscream because, you know, Starscream, of course, tried to take over his spot. They were killing everybody.
Anything and everybody. Everything and anything that was robotic.
A kid's movie.
Yeah. Yeah. But we've said this before. 80s and early 90s kid movies
Are so much better than kids' movies today.
were kind of dark.
Very dark.
Could be dark and it could be violent.
you know.
The humor was ahead of its time.
I said RoboCop is a kid's movie. Why? They made toys.
Yeah.
Terminator was a kid's movie.
Yeah.
Why? They made toys.
Yeah.
They knew kids were going to see this stuff. They knew kids were going to love it, and they were going to want to play with it.
And they made buku dollars
And they
off
made
those
a lot
toys.
of money off those
You go now to watch, I find most toys, they're in the dollar bins or the side, stores there because they can't sell them.
Yeah.
because
the characters are
movies,
crap.
yeah, the movies are bad and the characters are crap.
And it's mostly Disney stuff. It's
Yeah.
Star Wars figures.
Yeah.
It's the newer MCU guys that
Yeah.
nobody likes. Not
Yeah.
like the older guys
No.
from the first three phases.
Yeah, that's why I said I collect DC McFarlane over what is it, Marvel Legends? Because a lot of the Marvel Legends stuff is just characters that they tried getting into the movies that fucked. Eternals, stuff like the Marvels.
Never seen it. Never seen it.
Yeah,
Don't want to see it. Probably have to watch it.
yeah, you should. So my number 4 is Batman: Mask of the Phantasm from 1983
Very good
with
movie.
the iconic
It wasn't 83,
voice
it
of
was 93.
Batman, Kevin Conroy, and the probably best voice of the Joker
Oh, yeah.
in Mark Hamill.
Yep.
Great movie. DC hopefully will learn from their animated movies in their path forward with James Gunn for their live action DC, because DC's animated films
A lot of them are really good.
are very good and they could get violent. They told the stories of Batman the way the comics were, not this little fantasy world that people have now. It's just Batman: Mask of the Phantasm is a great animated movie.
Yep. Very good. Very
And,
enjoyable.
Kevin Conroy sadly passed away, and Mark Hamill said he will never voice the character of the Joker again.
Which is his right.
Yeah.
Which
Because
I don't blame.
They played off each other so well.
He already gave us so much, and he's not getting it any younger. If he doesn't want to, thank you for everything you've given us already.
He just came out and supported Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
So
Good for him.
yeah, my number 3. Wow, that was a big yawn. My number 3 is one of the classics of all time, Toy Story from 1995. Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Arlie Ermey. I can't even name off all the character voices. There was tons, but it's a great story. Toys lost, toys trying to get home, toys actually coming alive. That was what made that movie so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just the toys coming alive and having their own world without the humans around. Everything about it.
It was the first feature length, completely computer generated.
And it still
graphic
holds up.
movie. Oh yeah,
That still holds up.
it's really good.
Yeah.
Really
I
good.
mean, the army men in it, when they're out doing the recon mission, come on. What's his name? Rex?
Yep.
That was, what's his name? That was in Cheers. He played the Cliff in the Cheers.
Wasn't he in?
I can't remember his name. I hate that when I have these brain cramps.
Wasn't he the same guy who was in The Princess Bride? Or am I thinking of someone?
No, it's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I don't know.
But there's so many voices in this movie. But it's just a classic story. Great animation. And it led to 3 sequels and now a 4th.
Yep.
And they're all not bad.
I enjoyed them all.
Number one is
4 was the worst.
Yeah. Number 1 is great. Number 2 is good, very good.
There's an
Number 3 is
argument to
very
be
good.
say 3 is better than 2.
Number 4 with
Keanu?
Keanu Reeves as
Oh, the
Canadian stunt driver.
I forget his name.
He was
Something Kaboom.
Yeah, do you remember his name? The motorcycle guy in Toy Story 4?
Kaboot.
Just that? Kaboom? I thought there was another
Something
part
like
of his-
that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But it's a great movie.
I've only seen it the one time. And I mainly watched it.
No.
Well, I mean, I watched it because it was a Toy Story sequel,
Yeah.
but it was mainly.
It was
because
okay.
of
I mean,
Keanu.
you could tell it's just starting to get. It was starting to get. I don't know how they're going to do a 5.
I don't know.
All right, so we're here for you, Haley.
Soft reboot of 1.
My number 4 is Mr. Incredibles. The Incredibles.
The Incredibles.
The Incredibles. From 2004.
Excellent movie.
Because Jaja, I like the violet because I like to be invisible.
Yeah. You like Violet? Yeah.
And plus, you can make the shields.
Yeah. 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 So what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Toy Story 3, 2010.
So you like Toy Story 3 better than the others?
Yeah.
That's fine. But it's a good movie.
Very good movie.
Yeah.
I like the teddy bear.
Yeah.
Especially when it was supposed to be the finale.
Yeah.
and-
I like
know?
teddy bear.
Yeah, the teddy bear. Yeah.
Yeah. What in the world is that? Are we getting invaded by aliens?
Oh, air raid siren?
My number 2, Spirited Away, 2001, Studio Ghibli again. Written and directed again by Hayao. I used to know how to say his name. Mizukawa? Something like that. I don't know. Another Studio Ghibli masterpiece follows a young girl named Chichiro who accidentally enters a spirit world after her parents are turned into pigs by the witch Yubaba, as she searches for a way to escape and break the curse on her parents. It's such an imaginative movie. Seemingly all of their movies have the same art style, and it looks really good.
See, I've only seen like trailers or stuff, but I like that style.
Yeah. Well,
That's why I like that.
it's really good.
What's the one Netflix just had out? Blue-Eyed Samurai.
Really good show. Surprised me.
Excellent
It
show.
actually surprised me.
It's not a kids animated show.
I'm sure that the next season's going to be horrible because
It probably will be.
That's like the way Netflix and
But
Amazon do their shows.
If you want to see a really great animated show, Blue-Eyed Samurai.
Yes. Not for kids.
No. Excellent. I'm not sure how big a fan I am of Netflix anymore. They just donated $10 million to Kamala.
Hey, you're getting really political today, Dave. All right, my number 1, Toy Story 1995, Disney Pixar. The groundbreaking first computer animated feature-length film follows Buzz Lightyear and Woody as they try and get home to their owner, Andy, before he moves to a new home. I think we've covered it enough. It is a landmark film.
They showed Andy and the mother just enough
Yep.
to keep the human aspect of the, it's animated, the human aspect of the movie.
Well, you never
going.
see the mom's face.
No, you hear her voice, but it's just, I think every kid, that's why this movie I think hits home for so many people, is every kid growing up wishes their toys could come alive.
Yep.
I saw Andy's mom's face at the number 3.
Yeah, you do. Yep.
Forgot about that.
But yeah, every kid wants their toys to come alive so you can play with them, talk to them. It's I can remember that came out. I was like, okay. I watched it, went to the movie theater and loved it.
Then they get lost in Sid's house. You see Sid's disfigured toys.
Because everybody has grown up with this kid had a friend that was like that.
Yep.
As
Even his
kids,
Franken toys.
as kids, my cousin and I on the hill, we used to take firecrackers and blow up some toys and do stuff like that. So you can relate to it.
Oh, that's what he wanted to do.
All right. It's my number 2. We've gone over it. The Incredibles from 2004. Craig T. Nelson, Holly Hunter, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Samuel L. Jackson. We already said this, the best Fantastic Four movie we've gotten to date.
Yes.
Everything about it. What's their friend that makes the uniforms and all that? I can't remember it.
Yzma? No, it's not good.
In
Edna.
Edna Mode, right?
Yeah.
Edna Mode, yeah.
Yeah. She was great.
She was voiced by a guy.
The whole scene where Samuel L. Jackson is talking to his wife, asking where my uniform,
My super suit.
the super suit. It made you laugh.
Yeah.
It made you laugh, but it was a good story.
It was a great movie.
Yeah. My number 1 is Shrek from 2001. Michael Myers, Cameron Diaz, Eddie Murphy. If you haven't seen Shrek, I don't know what rock you're hiding under, but it's a great fairy tale.
Pinocchio in his nose.
It's Pinocchio on the nose. So much adult humor in it, but a lot of kids' humor.
lots of bad words.
Really, they could have been that bad. What was it, PG-13?
Yeah, but
What was it? I don't remember them bad
yeah,
words.
well, I mean, for kids, I mean, there's some, but how they would pick on the classic characters. All the different characters are in there.
Yeah.
And you see him just being, what's his name that did the voice? John Lithgow.
Yep.
He was in it. But that's one of those movies right from the beginning when he comes out of the outhouse to the song from Smash Mouth. Yeah. I could tell when he came out of the outhouse, I'm going to like this movie. I was going to like it. The whole hot tub scene where he's in the mud. They all chase it. They were going to his place because he's an ogre.
I probably haven't watched that movie in like 15, 20 years.
It's such a good movie.
I mean, I watched it a lot when it was like new.
Yeah, it's so good.
Really good movie.
All righty.
Enjoyable.
Let's get into your number 2 there, little Edie.
My number 2 is Inside Out 2, 2024.
We just went and saw that, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
And it was that good. It beat out all the other movies except
I went into that movie kind of going like this. Oh, geez. Okay. I left that movie going, that was pretty damn good.
surprising.
It was pretty damn good. I can see where kids her age up to like that 17-year-old age would really like it because of all the different emotions.
She was 13.
Huh?
She was 13.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, from about your age up to about 17, that where all the kids start having their issues, because you had different characters. You had shyness, you had anger, you had anxiety, all these different, and they were all little different characters in the movie. And
I've seen the first one.
Yeah, it was so
The first one's fine.
Yeah, I think I actually ended up watching the first one after the Inside Out 2. Inside Out 2 is a good movie. That was a good pick. Who was your favorite emotion in there?
I like the it's like blue and purple.
I don't remember that character's name. What's the little red guy was Anger, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's great.
Isn't the blue and purple one anxiety? I don't know.
They introduced 5 new?
No, it was 4.
4. They introduced 4 new emotions.
Anxiety, embarrassment. I know the little cute one. It was Evie.
Envy.
And
Yeah.
and Only. That's my favorite character.
Yeah.
Is that out in theaters now?
I think it's still out there. I think Keene still has it.
Oh, well.
And being that there's only a couple theaters around here now, I highly suggest going to Springfield or Keene. They both are great theaters.
I hope that it comes out with Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Oh, it will. It's a Disney movie. You can watch
Tired?
as much as you want. So let's get to your number one
right.
before you fall asleep on us.
My number 1 is Lion King 1994.
Good choice.
Enough said on that. We all have had that one on our list.
I like the number 2 lesser because I like the little girl lion.
In what, number 2?
Yeah.
What was her name? Do you remember? 'Cause I don't remember anything
What was
about
her name in
number
the
2.
first one? Nala?
Nala.
Yeah.
She becomes the queen.
Who was your favorite character in the first one? In the Lion King?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I like what's that little kid's name?
Simba?
Simba.
I like the monkey.
I was like Timo Monkey.
Monkey.
Yeah. What was the monkey's name? That was,
Chip. I don't know.
yeah. I loved him where he knocks him in the head.
No, wait. It was Rafiki, right?
Rafiki.
Yeah.
Where he hits him in the head. But yeah, that was a good list, Haley.
I probably would have liked Mustafa the best, but,
Yeah.
he doesn't make it.
No, but
Aren't they making a Mustafa movie, though?
I believe so. So I don't know how they're going to do that because James Earl Jones' voice is starting to crack because in that
Oh,
last,
they'll probably just AI it.
yeah, because the last Star Wars he did there, was the last one in Rogue, or did he voice it in Obi-Wan?
No, Darth
I don't
Vader.
know if he did
Darth
it in
Vader.
Obi-Wan.
I'm not
I know he definitely did it in Rogue One.
Yeah,
He
I don't
did it
know
on
if-
Darth Vader.
yeah, he did Darth Vader, but did he do it in Obi-Wan TV series?
I didn't
think
care enough
so.
to look.
Yeah, but I know in Rogue One you could start hearing the voice was.
Well, yeah. I
That's
mean,
same.
he's what, 85?
Yeah, it got to be. But so that was our list, our top 10 animated movies. Hope you guys like that list. If you have comments or anything, please let us know. I think our next episode is going to be pretty much a review of
Yeah, we're going to go into.
the worst Star Wars shows ever made, The Acolyte.
We were going to do some of it today, but I said I couldn't say more than 2 words without throwing chairs, swearing,
We got The Acolyte,
losing my cool, and
The
there's children present.
Boys,
Yeah,
a
watched
couple
that, Watched The Boys.
people that have passed away, and just some other entertainment news that's coming out.
You need to watch Afterlife this week.
Yeah, I'll watch
Or
that.
Frozen Empire.
Yeah, Frozen Empire. I'll watch that this week.
It wasn't.
There's 2 people passed away on Harry Potter on real life.
Who was that?
This week?
No, like years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just talking about this last couple weeks. But that's good that you know that stuff.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because I saw this the shorts shorts like the YouTube shorts.
Oh, the shorts. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you and your brother know quite a bit about movies and TV. That's good.
Do you like the Harry Potters?
Yeah, I like number 2.
Well, I mean, but have you seen them all?
Not really.
No, you haven't
I've
seen all of
seen
them?
most of them.
I've seen like 5.
I've seen every one of them. I love.
And they were very good what I saw.
I am not looking forward to the reboot because you know as well as I do.
Yeah, it's not going to be as good.
They are going to screw it up.
Well, I mean, I like what they're doing conceptually with like one season's going to be one book. I like that a lot. But you do realize it's being made for, I'm sure, a modern audience.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
They're going to screw it up.
There's going to be pronouns at Hogwarts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You got anything to say?
Also, Professor Dumbledore, he passed away years ago.
Yep. Both of them now.
You sure did.
Both of them.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Both the people that played him have passed away. Ed Harris and
Gambone. Michael Gambone.
yeah, they have both passed away now. Good job. Got anything else to say?
No.
Okay. So yeah, our next episode we're gonna we're gonna be like an entertainment a review
come up
of
with
some TV shows that have just stopped for the year, and we're gonna have another top 10 list next week, but we're not sure which one it is
we're not
going to be. So stay tuned for that. Again, if you have anything you'd like to say, please leave a comment, send us an email. Yeah, reviews are good. Let us know what we're doing right or doing wrong.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Say bye.